In this video, we are going to take a look at what the best niches for Q4 are when publishing low and medium content books on Amazon KDP. Welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline, and if you are new around here and are interested in learning more about making money online with things like publishing books on KDP, please consider hitting the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any new videos that I release every single week, just like this one. I don't know about you, but I personally cannot believe that we are at that time of the year, as in getting close to the end of the year. I have no idea where this year has gone. And of course, we are fast approaching Q4. If you are new to online business and in particular selling any kind of products online, then Q4 is the last 3 months of the year and the biggest purchasing period of the entire year. There are lots of holidays and events in these last 3 months of the year, and most online sellers basically spend the whole year waiting for this period and gearing up for this time of the year. For some people, they even make the bulk of their yearly income in these 3 months alone. So that's why it's really important to be prepared and ready if you want to take advantage of Q4. During this time, we have things like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. Plus we have the biggest online shopping events like Cyber Monday and Black Friday. And one way to take advantage of this exciting time of the year is to know which niches perform best over this period and sell the most. And that's what I'm going to go over in this video. What historically sells the best throughout Q4. First up, let's take a look at Halloween. This is the first major event during Q4 that people make a lot of money with on KDP. Halloween is such a big time of the year. People absolutely love it. They spend months and months preparing and just waiting for Halloween. They love decorating their house, they love dressing up and collecting all sorts of merchandise that is Halloween related. And this is particularly in the US. It is absolutely massive in the US, and it is probably just as big as Christmas there. It is popular with basically everybody. So adults, children, no matter what age, everybody loves Halloween. The books that people love the most at this time are Halloween coloring books, activity books, and puzzle books. Let's head over to Amazon and have a little look over there. So I just want to have a quick browse through some of the Halloween books, starting with Halloween coloring books, just to get an idea of how many books are out there. We have over 5,000 results for Halloween coloring book. There are even sub-niches within the Halloween niche itself, so you can do some more research and look for some sub-niches that may have a little less competition, but it will give you an idea of the types of books that are in this niche, which ones sell the best over that period of time. We can see through these search results, we have books for both adults and children. We have the fun, cute type of Halloween, and then we have the more serious, scary type of Halloween books. And then we have books like this one, the creepy kawaii coloring book. This particular coloring book is a bestseller year round, but will really pick up its pace closer to Halloween as well, because it just has that Halloween feel to it. If you have looked at any of the coloring books in your niche research before, you will definitely have seen this creepy kawaii book. And let's take a look at some activity books. These ones are probably a little bit more geared towards kids. So we have here a scissor and paste activity book. This one here, which has some puzzles in it, and a dot marker book, which could also be more of a coloring book as well. The great thing about activity books is there is also the opportunity to drill down to sub niches as well for these. For example, you can see here, we've got this Halloween activity book for kids aged 7 to 12. So there are sub niches within the activity book niche where you can drill down a little bit further by age, because with children, the different types of activity books you're going to create for the different ages are going to be vastly different. So you can target the more younger kids if you prefer, the toddlers if you like creating books for toddlers, or if you like to create something that are a bit more harder for the older kids to complete or fill out or solve or whatever, then you can choose to do that one as well. Let's go up to puzzle books. And so we have here a Halloween word search puzzle, a spot the difference picture puzzle, and then we have the puzzle books which have just a range of different types of puzzles within them, so all different types of puzzles. And what you can do with the puzzle books, if you want to create them, you can either make them Halloween-like by just creating puzzles but just adding Halloween graphics within the books, within the pages and things like that, or you can actually tailor the specific puzzles to be Halloween. So if, for example, you could create some Halloween word searches where the words that you're searching for are all related to Halloween. There's a couple of different ways that you can go about creating puzzle books and activity books that are really geared towards Halloween. And just by looking at what other books are on Amazon already can give you some ideas yourself on the type of book that you might want to make, or you can look at these books that are already selling on Amazon and have been selling over the past few Halloweens and see what it is people like about them or what they don't like about them, so that can help you decide on how exactly you want to make your book, or add in some of the things customers liked in other books, or not add in some of those things that customers didn't like. And the way that you can find that out is by simply reading the reviews on other books. Now, although there are some really great BSRs in these books, as I'm just very quickly scrolling through, you might notice that a lot of them, they are high BSRs. A BSR is a bestseller rank, and it is a number given to a product on the Amazon store. Every product in Amazon has a bestseller rank, and it basically just determines the popularity of a product within the Amazon store. The lower the number, the better. The lower the number, the more of that particular product or book is selling. The reason that we are seeing a lot of high bestseller ranks, people are just not buying Halloween stuff yet, but that is going to change very soon. We are starting to ramp up for Halloween. It's not that long away now, and you will start to see Halloween books in the top bestseller ranks the closer we get to Halloween. So this is a seasonal book. It is only going to be popular at one time of the year, obviously right before Halloween. And aside from that, there's a good chance that it is not going to sell for the rest of the year. Now, also, there is one other quick way that I'm going to show you on how you can see whether a book sells at Halloween or not. And that is by using a Chrome plugin created by Helium 10. Helium 10 are a great company with tools all around product and keyword research for selling products on Amazon. The Chrome plugin is free to install. You just go to the extensions store, I guess, and install it. And once you do, it will show up right down here, just under the product here. This is the Helium 10 extension. What is great about this is it has a history feature, so you can see how the product has performed at various times of the year. So let's click over here to all time, and this blue line here is the sales rank or the bestseller rank. So if we have a look here, in March of last year, the sales rank was way up in the 800,000s. So basically not really selling at all. We can see right down here, we're getting into September. We're starting to ramp up for Halloween. It's sitting right in that 10 to sort of 20 bestseller rank for the period right up to Halloween. And then after Halloween's finished, it starts going back up because people have stopped buying for that particular event. If you want to see how a book has performed when it's not that time of year, this tool is really great to see how the book has sold historically at that particular event or holiday or whatever each year in the past. So just a little note there about the bestseller ranks, if that is what you do use to determine a book's popularity or whether it's worth creating a book similar or not based on its sales history. So once Halloween is done, we are basically just ramping up to the holiday buying period and the big events and the big sales that go on over this time. This period is basically where people are just buying gifts for Christmas and New Year, as well as products to help celebrate that time of year. So this is where you need to start thinking about, what do people buy over Christmas in terms of books? First of all, they're buying gifts for their family and friends. So what type of books do people buy as gifts? And a lot of time, the low and medium content types of books that we make are bought as those sort of smaller stocking stuffer type of gifts. So things like puzzle books for people who love to do puzzles or brain teasers, and coloring books for people who love coloring or who want to release stress or anxiety. Again, just like Halloween, these kind of books do great for Christmas too. I know I always buy my little girl something like a little Christmas coloring book or activity book or sticker book or something to go in her stocking at Christmas as just something smaller and something to keep her occupied over the holidays when we don't have school and things like that. But What about something different to the usual coloring books and activity books that I always talk about? So we have these questions about me books, and these are just really great little keepsake types of gifts. And you can get them for all different people that you are related to. And you give them to someone and they fill it out. And then I guess at some point you get it back. And then that's something that you have to keep forever with some beautiful stories about that person's life, or it also helps you learn about that particular family member, things that you may not have known about them, or things about their childhood, or whatever kind of questions might be in that book. So for example, we've got this Tell Me Your Life Story Mum. And so we can see here it's broken into different types of questions about different aspects of that person or their life. And it's sort of just like a guided journal in a way, but it's about the person so that you can learn more about them and have something just really nice to keep forever and even pass down through the family about that person. And so we have them for sort of generalized, they're not for anyone specifically, but then we have mum, nana, about yourself. We have grandma, dad, and papa. So obviously you can create them for any type of person. And these books are really popular year round, but are really great as gifts and get even more popular around gift giving times. Books revolving around hobbies are also great for gifts because hobbies are something that people are really, really passionate about. And so if you know somebody's really passionate about a particular hobby or a subject or something, you know that that is always going to be a well-received gift when it revolves around that thing that they love so much and are so passionate about. Something like this hiking logbook where you can record different hikes that you take is something that people would really love to give as a gift and also to receive as a gift if they are the ones that love hiking. And so this is just a hiking logbook where it is full of pages of guided prompts where the person can just record that information of the hike that they've taken, something nice to keep and use if you really love hiking. So I would just basically go onto Google and search for a list of hobbies, all the different hobbies that are out there, and go through them all and see if you can make any books related to these hobbies that would be useful and that would be a great present to give to someone. Then we have things like Secret Santas or Kris Kringles or whatever you call them in your part of the world, where you buy gifts for co-workers, or sometimes families even do this when you have a really big family, and rather than buying each person a present, sometimes families get together and do a Secret Santa, and they are usually something that you just spend a small amount of money on, something like maybe $10 or $20. Low and medium content books are great for this type of thing because they are generally cheap, and people especially love buying funny or gag type of presents, or a present that sort of makes fun of that person as a Secret Santa gift. And you can actually get some really funny books on KDP, perfect for this kind of occasion. For example, this particular coloring book that I came along, Humping Animals. Hilariously funny coloring book of animals gone wild. We can see it's got a massive amount of ratings and a really great bestseller rank of just over 12,000 at the moment. So it's already a popular book year round, I can see, and I can only imagine that this particular one would just get even more popular at Christmas when people want to buy someone a really silly, funny kind of gift. Or this one, another funny coloring book. There are some really funny coloring books out there. People of Walmart, adult coloring book. If you have no idea of what People of Walmart are, there was a lot of memes and photos and things like that going around on social media of people that had been photographed in Walmart, and so some people have turned that into a coloring book. And another extremely popular one, over 10,000 ratings on this book, a fantastic bestseller rank year round, and again something that probably gets popular at Christmas too. And look at that really cool A+ content. Or there's this one, Things to Do While You Poo on the Loo. So an activity book, funny facts, bathroom jokes, poop puzzles. I don't know what it is about poop. People just find poo so funny, and this particular book does really well as well. And they even have a series, 4 books in the Things to Do While You Poo series. Again, another great example of something just really silly and funny that people would love to buy for someone as just a funny gift. I mean, I could go on showing so many funny books like this on Amazon, these funny and gag type of low content and medium content books. But if you want to see more, maybe try to get some more ideas, do some research on what other types of books there are, just go to Amazon and type in something like gag gift or gag book or something like that, and you'll get a heap that you can research and maybe even make for yourself if those types of books interest you. Now, once Christmas is over, everyone is all over the eating and lazing around and doing nothing. I know not everybody is like that, but I think a lot of people use Christmas as a time to just eat way too much bad food, drink way too much, and then comes New Year's and everybody has resolutions to be better, healthier, fitter, more organized, all that stuff. So it's a great time to buy books that help them do these things. Gratitude journals are great for those people wanting to start being more appreciative in their life in the new year. And these can be really great gifts too. For example, this is one of the most popular gratitude journals at the moment on Amazon. It's targeting two things that are really popular with KDP books in general. That is swearing. People love a swear word on the cover, and women. Women in particular love buying gratitude journals. We can see it's got over 6,000 ratings and a bestseller rank of 46,000, which is a great bestseller rank and would also be great to be given as a gift. So books like this see a big spike in sales over the Christmas buying period. This is another one, a gratitude journal notebook with self-care affirmations. So embracing each day with joy and gratitude. It's just a really pretty looking journal, whether someone buys it for themselves or as a gift. And it's not an expensive present. So it's something that a lot of people would have access to if they're looking for something a little cheaper or just as a stocking stuffer or something like that. Now it's also the new year, so there's lots of people out there wanting a new beginning and a new health regime or a new fitness routine or something like that. And here are things like workout, weight loss, food, logbooks, journals, all do well. Basically anything health related at that time of year. For example, this one here, a 90-day food and fitness journal. So 90-day journal to track your daily activity, food and fitness. Again, these are something that can also be popular year round, but also just really great as a gift. But mostly this is probably going to be bought by people who at the end of the year, they really just want to start off the new year in a great place, health-wise, fitness-wise, food-wise, and things like that. So towards the end of the year, you'll see these types of books get quite popular. And these are just sort of like a logbook. It will have guided prompts where you can fill out all the details of what you've eaten, what activity you've done, what exercise you've done, and things like that. This is an example of a weight loss journal, particularly targeting women, which get really popular towards the end of the year because of all the New Year's resolutions. Again, the thing with the swear word is just really popular on the front. Just as a side note, real quick, if you are going to create books with a swear word on the cover, if you do, you cannot run Amazon ads on them. So just be aware that you won't be able to run ads if you have a swear word on your cover. But this is basically the inside, some guided prompts on what you've done for the day with your health and fitness. And one last one around health and fitness, another daily food and fitness journal, which will just be the same idea of guided prompts. And this is just really interesting to look at as well. So back to this Helium 10 plugin where we can look at the historical data of this book. So this book was published in 2019, very towards the end of 2019. We can see here, the closer we're getting to Christmas, the closer we're getting to New Year, the bestseller rank is dropping and dropping and dropping. And right at New Year, it has a fantastic bestseller rank of around the 20,000s. Then as the year goes on, it's still popular, but it's fluctuating. Sometimes the bestseller rank's getting higher and higher and things like that. And then if we get down to mid 2020, it does seem to take off in popularity, but as we get right towards the end of the year, we can see the bestseller rank gets even better and better. It's getting under that 10,000 mark. There was 98 there right at the beginning of January. So you can see people have obviously decided that they want to just be better with their fitness and health in the new year. They're all just scrambled to Amazon and buying books like this. And that's why I love that Helium 10 Chrome plugin so much for these types of seasonal or events that come up throughout the year, and we can see how particular books perform at those times of the year. And then of course we have those people who are determined to be more organized at the beginning of the year. Plus there is those people who are always organized and who just need to be able to schedule their life and have something to help them do that. So planners are extremely popular and a really great low content or medium content book to make for Q4, and these start ramping up a few months before the end of the year and can also go into the first few months of the new year. Let's do a search on Amazon for 2023 planners and we'll see what's on there at the moment. Now it's obviously a little bit too early in the year to see the historical data and things like that on these books, but people who do make planners every year like to get them up quite early quickly. And then as we get in the last couple months of the year, the sales for these will really start to ramp up. So they are generally quite pretty looking with the covers. If you just go through and see what's going up, you'll kind of get an idea of the trend for this year or for what the planners are going to have next year in terms of cover designs and things like that. And you can even go through them and use the look inside feature of the books and see what sort of pages are in these planners. What features do they have that you feel will be important to people who want to use a planner to schedule their life or to schedule their work throughout the year? And that can help you create your own unique planner with your own unique set of pages inside of it if making planners is something that you're interested in. A planner is something that will only sell at one sort of period of the year, usually the end of the year and sometimes a little bit into the beginning. And then beyond that, your planners probably aren't really going to sell. And they are also a book that you have to make every year because obviously dates change as years go on. And so planners are something that you have to continuously make each year if you want to continue to sell them. So hopefully I have shown you some niches that are perfect for quarter four. I think all the ones that I have looked at today are perfect for quarter four and that you are excited to take a closer look at and maybe even make some of your own books for some of these niches. If you are strategic with your quarter four plan, set out to make really high quality books that are very helpful and useful for people at this time of year and get your books published in time, then you can see some really exciting sales and some really great success with quarter four. If you did find this video helpful and you would like me to make more videos around niches that are particularly good for quarter four, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.